What's up, everybody? My name is Chris Mohead, a.k.a. Rob Savage, a.k.a. Robbie Sunflower, and we're here again with another episode of 600 Seconds with HYLO Art. Before we get started, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, man, all that good stuff, because we got a very special guest in the building, and they go by the name of
Dr. John LESAINE.
Y'all get up for Dr. John LESAINE. How you feeling today, doctor?
Chris, I'm doing good, man. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Before we even get started, I want you to look at that camera, or matter of fact, this camera, and let the people know what it is that you do.
So I work at Newberry College as Associate Dean and Associate Athletic Director for Student Athlete Success. I'm an Associate Professor of Physical Education also. So I work mainly with student athletes at Newberry College, making sure that they do what they're supposed to do, and most importantly, graduate. And I teach a few classes, advise, do a bunch of other stuff on campus. So I love my job, though. I love my job.
Associate Director and Associate Dean. Man, that's a beautiful thing, man. That's dope. What even got you started in wanting to be in education?
So I would guess I can always consider myself to be a nerd when I was growing up. Yeah, so education was just very important to me. I always was a curious young boy. I always wanted to learn stuff. I was always asking a bunch of questions. And so that curiosity just led me to wanting to help other people figure out and answer the questions that they might actually have and help people be the best that they could possibly be. So that's what got me into education.
Right. So you said a student athlete
successor.
What sport? Did you play any sports? Or?
So in middle school, I played basketball and I played football.
Okay. And you specialize for the student athletes, just any athlete? Or?
Yeah, just any athlete at Newberry College. I normally have a hand on them, or a hand within their success. So it doesn't matter the sport.
For sure. And what is you said you're a doctor, right?
I have a doctorate, yeah.
What is your doctorate in?
So my doctorate is in sport management. I got that from the United States Sports Academy back in 2015.
That's what's up. Y'all give it up. This man is a doctor. Y'all heard that. Give me the easiest part of your job and the hardest part of your job.
The easiest part of my job would definitely be just having the opportunity to work with our student athletes on a daily basis. I would probably say the hardest part of my job is having hard conversations with our student athletes when they're not doing what they're supposed to do, not being what they're supposed to be. And so I'm a pretty nice guy for the most part, but I can be a you-know-what when I have to be, and so it's hard for me to be that.
You got to be, because low-key you probably like a father figure to a lot of these guys.
Yeah, I've had a lot of my student athletes who would say to me, hey, Doc, you're like a big brother to me, you're like an uncle to me, you're like a father figure or a positive male figure I never had before. So that's something that I really do take to heart, and that's something I take pride in.
And I think that's important in itself to have an older black male figure, a positive black male figure in your life. A lot of people don't have that. Is that put any type of pressure on you?
It honestly does put a lot of pressure on me. When you look at the institution that I work at, Newberry College is a predominantly white institution. So about 65% of our student population is white. And so that means that I would probably say about 30% of our population are black. They're black students. So it puts a lot of pressure on me because first and foremost, there's not a lot of people who look like me in leadership positions on campus. And so when our students of color are looking for somebody to emulate, a lot of times I'm the one that they're looking at. So I got to make sure that I'm on point with everything.
Yeah, make sure all your steps in order, man.
Absolutely.
I feel that, man. What's one thing that you would want anybody who's getting ready to come to Newberry College, maybe a student athlete, what's one thing that you want them to know beforehand, before they get there?
Self-discipline is key. You got to have self-discipline because there's going to be days when you don't want to get out of bed and go to class. There's going to be days when you don't want to go to practice. There's going to be days when you don't want to do the right thing. But you got to have the self-discipline because if you don't have the self-discipline, that success that you want to have is going to be a little bit harder for you. One thing I love to tell a lot of my students now is you can make easy choices now, but it might lead to some hard consequences later. So be committed to doing what's right at the beginning and consistently, and then that'll make your life easy all the way through.
You're absolutely right, man. That's some great advice for anybody in any discipline, man. But now we finna get into the fun part of the interview. Yeah, so we're going to get into the shot seat, what we call the shot seat, where we ask you 10 questions. You have 30 seconds to answer them. Are y'all ready? I say y'all ready? Life or Harlem Nights?
Gotta go to Harlem Nights.
Oh, you gonna lose already. TikTok or Snapchat?
Ooh, TikTok.
Uno or Spades?
Uno.
Jay-Z or Nas?
Ooh, Nas.
Jaheim or Luther Vandross?
Luther Vandross.
Publix or Kroger?
Publix.
Popcorn or chips?
Popcorn.
Ranch or mayonnaise?
What?
Ranch or mayonnaise?
Ranch or mayonnaise?
Yeah.
What kind of question is this? I gotta go ranch.
All right. Name the largest HBCU in America.
The largest HBCU in America? Oh gosh, man. Is it not Texas Southern?
It's not. You get one more chance. One more shot to answer.
The largest HBCU in America.
Yeah.
Is it the North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University?
That's it. Okay. Hey, look, y'all give it up for him for getting the questions right, man. But y'all also give it up for him because he got to take that shot because he took too long. So. What is your favorite, if I didn't ask you already, what is your favorite part about the job, about your job?
My favorite part about my job is just being able to see our student athletes grow, to see them grow as people. It's amazing to watch them come in the door as freshmen, not knowing nothing, being just immature, and to see them grow over 3, 4, 5, for some of them 6 years, and to walk across the stage and get their degree. One of the things that I do at Newberry, I'm also our faculty marshal, so therefore I lead our graduates and our faculty in, and so I'm on the stage, and so I help the hood, and I get to shake their hands and stuff like that. So it's a pretty neat moment when they're walking up, and I'm like, I remember that you were doing when you were a freshman, and now you're about to graduate, so it's a special moment.
That sounds beautiful, man. That sounds beautiful. Do you have any advice for anybody watching? Anybody out there?
Any advice for anybody watching out there? I would have to say each and every day show up as the best version of yourself. Not the perfect version of yourself, but the best version of yourself. I think a lot of times we feel pressured that we have to be perfect all the time because of what social media does, because of a lot of the influences and the pressures from other people. But we don't have to be perfect. We just have to be the best version of ourselves every single day.
Absolutely. Be the best version of yourself, man. Give it your all every day. What do you feel like is the biggest event in your career at Newberry College?
The biggest event I would have to say is always going to be commencement. It's always graduation, both in December and in May, because that's what they came there for. They came there they're supposed to come there to get their degree. They go there to do other stuff too, and major in other stuff. But that's the biggest part, or the biggest event, is our graduation.
Hell yeah, it's like they finally made it, man. Well, look, it was a pleasure to have you here. We appreciate you. We hope you stop back through. Y'all get up for Dr. John LESAINE.
Thank y'all.
Make money, money, make money, don't waste it. Everybody